This is Nick Douglas for Adventures of a Sailor Girl here at the Gamagori Yacht Harbour. We just thought we'd pop down after the America's Cup wrapped up yesterday in Fukuoka. You can see behind me here Nippon. This boat was raced in the 2000 America's Cup, and we did pass by the original Nippon at the Gamagori station, which was raced in the 1995 America's Cup. A very, very cool piece of history. And on that note, let's get straight into this week's edition of
Sailing News in 60 seconds-ish.
The America's Cup World Series wrapped up in Fukuoka yesterday. Fantastic to be on the ground. The first ever sailing of the America's Cup in Japan after 9 amazing events.
I'm amazed every day, every minute. Yeah.
That's so good.
You know, I can hear the audience cheering us on the water.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's so cool. It was fantastic to see Nathan Atteridge fight back on day 2 in Japan to almost pip the now Louis Vuitton America's Cup World Series champions overall Land Rover BAR, finishing on equal points. Absolutely fantastic racing. Oracle Team USA did their best to try and halt Ben Ainsley's momentum in the World Series, but they just couldn't hold up, especially when Ben Ainsley found an extra gear of aggression out there on the racetrack. Wins twice in Portsmouth in front of a home crowd, a win in Oman and a win here in the final series to take it overall. How did the Moe taste, knowing that you'd won after 9 big regattas?
Very good question. It tasted sweeter than ever, I have to say.
Just absolutely incredible racing to watch, and I can't wait now to see what will happen in Bermuda next year in May. Hopefully I get to go. That would be just fantastic. Now, in other news, the Vendee Globe continues, and the top story out of the Vendee Globe, if you haven't heard, is that Alex Thompson, who's been pushing the limit, almost breaking the 24-hour record, unfortunately broke his starboard foil a few nights ago.
Yesterday morning, I was dozing when there was an almighty bang. The boat turned hard to starboard, the rudder popped up. Once I'd managed to get the rudder back down and get the boat sorted out, I realised that the foil had broken, the starboard foil had broken. There's still a bit of it there, jagged edges sticking out the side of the boat, slowing me down. But I can't do anything about that, I can't get it in any further. So at some point I'm going to have to, I guess, go over the side and cut it off. But apart from that, everything's good. Still, the boat sails just fine without the foil, and obviously I've got the foil on the other side. So, I'm hoping that I'll be able to hang out here ahead and praying for lots of starboard tack. All is not lost. I'm in good shape. I'm feeling good, and I'll catch you soon.
Now the word is that he's waiting for the weather to clear so that he can actually dive over the side of the boat and cut that foil clear. He's given up on it. It's just too damaged. So all the best to Alex Thompson, and hopefully he's able to make some sort of recovery and repair and continue on in this race. It's just unbelievable. 29 boats taking part. There's already 2 now with major damage, and there's such a long way to go. They're just crossing the equator. Unassisted, non-stop, solo around the world. Perhaps you have to be a little bit crazy to take part in this race, but that's perhaps a discussion for another week. Moving right on to our final story for Adventures Weekly this week. The Marine Equipment Trade Show, or METS, has wrapped up for another year. I unfortunately didn't get to go this year, but here's a little bit of a look at what it looks like around the show. Absolutely incredible, just massive, and a great meeting place for people in all areas of our trade. A big shout out to Zyke, who did win the Equipment Award at the Dame Awards. If you haven't seen the Avlar gear in action, I suggest you have a look. None other than SoftBank Team Japan's own Jason Waterhouse here, just showing you how this Avlar gear works. It's absolutely incredible and hydrophobic.
Right, Jace? Guys, it's a hire, mate.
Anyway, that's all from me this week. I think I'm going to go and have a little bit more of a read about Nippon. There's just so much history here, and I can't wait to come back here next July with my dad and trusty cameraman Rob Douglas. Thank you so much for your help this weekend at the America's Cup World Series. It was an internship of fire, and we'll be back here in July to take on the Taser World Championship. This is Nick Douglas for Adventures of a Sailor Girl, signing out from Gamagori, Japan.